I'm going to share a part of my life with you all that I've never really shared with anybody. I grew up in a military family in the 90s, New Mexico, Alamogordo, Holloman Air Force Base. That's important. I lived in a trailer park. My gauge of how everybody lived was based on that. It was not uncommon for us all to go to all the like Benton Dents, pick up canned foods that have been discarded. We used to pick up chips from this facility. It was this big warehouse with broken boxes, bring all that stuff home. And I look back at it, and all the stuff that we used to get was trash. So knowing what I know now about food insecurity, my family and our neighbors were all food insecure, and we were all part of the Air Force enlisted ranks. My stepdad was an E6 in the Air Force. I didn't realize how far my mother stretched our paychecks out just to keep food on the table. There were no programs that I know of that were available to military families back then. We used to stretch casseroles out days. That's what mom cooked. It was a real treat. And I only remember this because Nintendo just came out to go to Pizza Hut and get to play the Mario arcade game. And that's like one of the little memories that I have from growing up. Hindsight is always 20, and being able to look back at how I grew up, where there were no programs available, to now where there are surveys and programs that military families can tap into. It's one of the most important things I think that I could like tell you all right now is that there are resources out there that you can use. It doesn't go against or take away from anybody. They're there for you, for whoever's going through a bad time, trying to stretch a paycheck just a few more days. And I know how hard that is. I can't believe that it's almost 2026 and military families are still dealing with things that I had to deal with growing up in a military family in the 90s. So there's something that I know that all military members understand. It's identifying a problem and coming up with a solution. Military Family Advisory Network has provided a platform for that through their MILFAM 360 survey, which can be found at milfam360.org. That's the platform where you can use your voice, provide hard data to your circumstances and your situation, and let the world know what's going on so they can provide things. And there's also a website called militaryhunger.org where anyone can donate any amount of money to help the cause. That's something that, especially coming from a place where I came from, is very important to me because I remember how that felt. I didn't understand it. And now looking back at what my mother had to do to help us just make it day to day, it's insane the lengths that she went to make sure that we had what we needed. I've got like 40 something thousand followers. One of you's got to be super rich. You want to go hit that website and drop some cash. Honestly, like any amount will help. Anything that anybody does will help. Even if you just share the link, like that's support that is much needed. It's not always about money. It's about a movement. It's about pushing something past the point where everyone can see it and people can take action on it however they feel. I'll tag the Military Family Advisory Network in all these posts. The best way to help, honestly, is to just engage, comment on their posts, share their posts. Everything they put out is relevant to what's going on right now.